Got booted from the last one. Dropped me. It dropped me. Yo, what's up? Got booted from the last one. I don't know. It dropped me. Down at the battlefield walking the dog. And kind of losing my mind. Honestly. That's pretty par for the course. Hi Kathleen. Yo, Salty. What's going on, shift kicker? Yeah. Thought it was a decent morning, but all that just changes on a dime. Good morning, Sharon. I'm curious. How many people in this chat who are watching right now are in a relationship? If you're in a relationship, just say yes. What's up, Nightwolf? What's going on? All right, we got one. Shift kicker. Big Dog, what's up? Yes from Big Dog, yes from Kathleen. No for JD, yes from Salty. Well, Nightwolf, Dana, Sandy, Ellen's Holistic, what's going on? Pyromedic. So, I was asking everybody if you're in a relationship now. Doesn't matter. You've all been in one. Do you believe that your significant other needs to answer to you? Meaning, you know, if they get up in the morning and they want to go to the store, or they want to go grab a coffee, or they want to go get something from McDonald's, or they want to go out into the woods to take a hike. Do they need to answer to you? B is in several relationships. I don't know how you do that. Maybe that's the answer. I don't know. You know, as long as they're just doing normal things. And none of it is where they're going and just not ever home. It's not like that. Okay, right, communicate. Okay, so communicate is totally fine. That's kind of, you know, what it should be. But well, whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyway, How's everyone's day? Come on. You didn't miss anything, Jody. You didn't miss anything. Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, it's complicated, all right. Come on, Bubbas. Mavy says hi. I see Mavs. There's Mavs. He's not a little pup no more. He's a big bulldozer maniac. He had to go get shots yesterday. And boy, oh boy, was that good golly. He's a bad boy. He's not a very well behaved dog by any means. Yes, Kathleen, you are right, but anyway. Mavy, yeah. Mavy. He got his shots yesterday. No good. Cried, screamed, wouldn't, like, he fought so hard when they tried to take his blood. I mean, like, just, I didn't know a dog this small could fight that hard against two grown adult vet techs. It was crazy. He was not having it. Huh, Bubs? You were not having it. Come on. Inside. Good boy. Hold on. Let me take off the leash. Good boy. No, you leave him alone. But man, did he have a conniption. He was not having it. Not having it. Oh, I'm sorry, Sandy. I'm very sorry. Come here, Maddie. Come here, Bugs. I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's terrible. Otis wants to say hi now, too. Otis, you rarely see him. Say hi, bud. He's not a camera guy. Sit. Good boy. Come here, Oats. Come here, bub. You say hi? You say hi? Yeah, you're a good boy. That's my buddy. See? Hey. Come here. Can I get some love? Can I get some loving? Oh, there's a loving. There's a love. Oh, you're a good boy. You want a couple treats, pal? Come here. You just had yours. Get out of here. Piggly Wiggly. There you go, Bubba. I sure hope you're right, Sandy. I sure hope you're right. I get very very nervous about death sometimes. Scares me. Freaks me out a little bit. Fur babies definitely make it better. He's my buddy. I'll tell you right now, as I'm sweating like a weirdo. Otis is, I call him my special boy because he is. He's my special guy. I mean, I love them all, don't get me wrong. I love them all. The same amount of love. Just in different ways, right? We all have different relationships with each other. Otis was very, very scared and very, very nervous. And when I went to go get him, I was gonna get. No, I don't have a wife. And nope, absolutely not. Doesn't believe in Sasquatch. Doesn't believe in me either. Otis. I went to get Otis. It was just, we're gonna get one, and then we were going there. We picked him out at 2. Hey, oh, he's licking my pocket because my coffee was spilled on it. We would go to the rescue every weekend from the time he was 2 weeks old, and so that we could see him and try to get him used to us. And we'd go in the kitten room, and there was like 15 kittens in there, and people coming in and out to see him and play with him or whatever, and all the kittens are playing. All the kittens are either on the couch, on the floor, whatever. And every time we go there, Otis would be hiding somewhere so deep inside, like the back of the entertainment center, up under inside the couch. He just was very nervous and very scared and very anxious. And then the wonderful ladies there, who I consider them friends now. I mean, we've had this relationship now for years, and they're just amazing. So Ginny kept saying, they do better in pairs. They do better when you take another one. And one of his siblings would kind of go over with him, and like it felt like he needed the buddy. He felt like he needed his brother. Well, with Fred, we thought it was sister. So we were gonna get Otis and Lucy. And then we brought him home, and then we found out Lucy was not Lucy. Lucy was a boy, so Lucy became Ollie. And they're both amazing. Ollie is a super, super, super cuddler. He's such a sweet boy. He's a big old cat. He's very long. He's tall. He's a big boy. Otis is pretty big too. But I think Ollie outweighs him by about 2 or 3 pounds, which for a cat is a lot. It's a lot of weight. And it's not fat. He's just big. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point of the story is we brought him home, and Ollie right away was, bouncing around, playing, jumping in your lap and all this stuff. And Otis was still very skittish, hiding, scared, eyes like this all the time. And so it took a long time to get him to come out of his shell and be pretty confident, and I spent a long time doing that. And because of that, we have a pretty special relationship. He's my buddy. He doesn't go in anyone's lap. He'll cross mine, but he won't sit and he won't lay in it. He'll cross it. He'll stand in it once in a while, and but he'll sit next to me on a chair, and that's a big deal from where he was. So that's why he's pretty. I call him my special guy because he's pretty special. Ollie's a big goof. He's just a big goofy, stupid. I know it sounds mean, but he is. He's kind of dumb sometimes, but in the best kind of ways. And he's just a lover. Get out of there. I swear to God, if you eat another piece of cat poop, nope, you're not going to eat the mail either. This is what this dog does. He's got every toy in the world, but he wants to eat mail. He wants to eat cat poop. It's good stuff, Good stuff. So anyway, probably going to erase this right off of YouTube, I think. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not about believing in Sasquatch. It's about believing in the person. That's all I can say. Allergies, man. Crazy. Crazy. Sitting here trying to do work on the computer. Got all these animals around me acting crazy. Cat poop looks like almond candy. I don't know about that. I've never seen almond roca candy, but they'd probably make me never want to eat it again. Anyway, let's. I'm sitting here trying to do work on the computer. I got some old school wrestling on in the background because if you don't know me, you know that I love old school wrestling. It's like one of my favorite things in the world. I love MMA. He's got mail again. Excuse me. That's not your mail. It's a federal offense for you to open it, and I will report you. You behave. Hey, look, he's looking for more mail. He's looking for something to destroy. This is what I deal with all day. Yeah, I love you guys too, man. It's the best part of probably this channel, and you guys are probably like the best part of my day every day. And I like really don't know if I didn't start this, where I'd be right now. Primal Cry, your hubby's coming on. I finally communicated with him because I'm terrible at remembering things, but we talked last night. I'm really excited. I didn't realize it was like that you guys got all this stuff, all this evidence. He was like, I've done 4 hour shows before and still didn't finish all the evidence. I'm like, holy cow. So it looks like we're going to be doing a two-parter at least, maybe a three-parter, which I'm totally cool with. And then tonight's going to be really fun, man. Yowie Dan, that's going to be awesome. Also next week, River Morris is coming on. We got River on the show, which is going to be cool. Yeah, I agree, Sandy. I just can't fathom it any other way. Like everything just happens so perfectly and it continues to happen in these ways where it's like, it's just not coincidental at all. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. Love you guys too. Hope. What's going on? Oh, Sandy, you shortened your name. I just noticed that. Oh, man, I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. Just noticed, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can read her whole message. That's awesome. Primal, where you guys live? You don't have to tell me, like, exactly, but like where, what are you, what state, or are you in the States or Canada? Where are you guys at? I know, I'm slow. I'm sorry. You know, I'm a little dense. I got a touch of CTE. Uh, Probably more than a touch now. It was a touch when I was 30. So who knows what the black holes on my brain look like now. Yeah, B. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's all good. Northern Wisconsin. Okay. Man, I make I literally have to make time to do these things, these lives like this, because I just they're um, number one, they're very good for me to be able to communicate with you guys and talk to you guys and everything, because um, I don't get a lot of communication and with anybody here. Um, so it's, I love doing these things, and I rarely get a whole lot done during the day. He can be such a menace, man. He is such a handful. It's constantly like chasing him down to stop, messing with the cats, or trying to eat cat poop, or trying to eat the mail, or he'll go cry at the front door over and over and over. And it's like, I know he doesn't have to go to the bathroom because we just went for a walk, or he just went out 15 minutes ago. But what do you do? It's like, I got to take him out just in case. And it's never got to go to the bathroom. He starts trying to take off, and it's like, I just get nothing done. It's killing me. Right now, I spilled my coffee on my coat, so he is literally just licking my coat. He's probably going to lick a hole through it. That's keeping him entertained at the moment, but looks like that's about to be over. What's up, beer? What's going on? Guys, can somebody tell me? I do need a fenced-in area. You're right. Can somebody tell me? I take him out in the backyard, especially like, well, it's not been too cold, so we've been going out in the backyard for a couple hours, and I throw the ball, so he just chases it back and forth for a while, or a stick or whatever. Um, so I'll do that, and then once in a while I can sit on my phone and like do some stuff, do some work on there when we're doing that. Um, but yeah. He does have a schedule pretty much, right? So in the morning he eats at the same time every day. Then I take him for a walk at the same time in the morning. Then we go for another walk, like right around lunchtime. Morning, Bobby. 2:18 a.m. What are you doing? A pit? Oh wow, yeah, that is. No, he's not fixed yet. He's gonna get fixed very soon. So when we got him from the rescue, the lady said that they like to wait between eight and 16 months now. It helps prevent some reproductive problems, like I guess some kind of like reproductive cancers and stuff like that when you wait a little longer. Plus, the surgery's easier to do. Um, well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you, B. I'm sorry. I know you haven't been in a whole bunch of these. It started out bad. I promise they are not like this. Usually they're much better, but I needed to talk to some people, and I just didn't have anyone to talk to. So I promise they're usually much better. Don't give up, please. So Kathleen, he can't. He is. he has a super sensitive stomach. He can't eat peanut butter. He can't eat most bones. We've had to take him to the emergency vet twice because he had a terrible reaction to a couple things that he ate, and then he gets diarrhea, like with a lot of things. So that's out of the question. There's just no bone that we can give him. We tried everything, all natural, organic, holistic. It just don't work. Yep, my pumpkin. We gave him I gave him a pumpkin bone. It was what do they call that? Collagen with pumpkin. Yeah. Dana, I'm here. That's why I leave my email. That's why I tell people you can get me on Messenger. I try to make myself as accessible to anybody, and I've talked to many people in these chats on there. So don't be afraid to reach out. Yeah, that's what they said. Primal, medium, large breed. He's a small breed, but anyway, he's about to be 8 months. So we're gonna get him fixed in the next few weeks, because since we got him from the rescue, it's paid for, which is awesome. Because probiotic, yep, he got probiotic from the vet. We put it in his food. Still didn't do anything as far as the bones and stuff are concerned. We changed his food. So he's good with his food, and he's good with the little training bites. He can eat those, but everything else we've tried, he gets a boo-boo belly. You okay? What are you doing? You all right? He's laying down right now. I bet you it's because he got his shots yesterday, because normally this is not what he would be doing. No, I spoke too soon. Oh, what's going on over there? You want to come sit with Daddy? Come on, come sit with Daddy. Come on. Come on. Come here. No? Well, you can go look out the window. You can go stare out the window. It's poopy outside. It's wet. Where you going? Oh boy, upstairs. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything bad. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. I'm a regular person, you know what I mean? Like, we're all people. I'm a regular person. I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. I've done a lot of really shitty things, and I do not ever deny that. Addiction is man. It's the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. And when you are in active addiction, like I was, you're just not in control. You're just not even a little bit. And I was addicted to probably the worst drugs on the planet. Started with painkillers, ended with heroin. And, I don't ever hide this. I let everybody know this. But December 8th was, yeah, 9 years. But get out of there. No, get out of there. He's going for the litter box again. Get out of there. You're disgusting. Go ahead, fine, whatever. But I did those things. It wasn't me. If I was not addicted to drugs, I would have never done any of those things. It just changes you. You're not in control. The best way I can describe it, if you've never had an addiction problem, if you never know anybody who has an addiction problem, is this way. It's the best way it's ever been described, ever. As we have evolved as human beings, as people, in your DNA, embedded deep inside of you. Every day, your body and your brain tells you that you need certain things, a few certain things to survive, right? You need food and water, you need shelter, you need the ability to hunt, kill, defend, and procreation, having kids to continue your bloodline is a big one. But that's not, your body doesn't tell you that you need that. The first three, your body tells you have to do those things. You don't even know it's doing it. If you're in a position where you're starving and you're not eating, you're gonna do whatever you need to do to get food, right? That's why you see people eating out of dumpsters sometimes when they're homeless, because they're in a position where they need to eat and they don't have any other way to eat. And it's like, I have to do this, because if I don't, I might die. That's why they sneak into abandoned houses. That's why homeless people, will go tuck themselves up under a bridge, because at least up under there, they're away from the rain or the snow or the wind or whatever. They're doing whatever they need to do to get shelter at that point. And then, hunt, kill, defend. Like, if you're in a position where you need to, then you do that. The second that an addict puts their drug or their drink into their body, now your body tells you don't need any of those things to survive today. The only thing you need to survive for the next few hours, 24 hours, day, week, is that drug or drink. When the most powerful thing inside of you is telling you that that's all you need, then you are going to do whatever you need to do to get it, because you feel like and you believe that you're not going to make it through the day if you don't have it. And that's the way addiction works. And that's why people do really shitty things when they're in the throes of addiction. I was no exception. But I stopped doing all that stuff a long time ago, and I changed my life. And I feel like I should be able to just live my life like anybody else, right? I mean, I think 9 years is a long enough time to be forgiven and let that stuff go. I don't know. I don't know why this even came up. How this even came up. But yes, that's why. I don't know how I got way off on that, but I'm a regular person. I have regular people problems. I like to think I'm a pretty decent person. I like to think I'm a pretty empathetic person and pretty compassionate person. So yeah, I'm pretty easy to talk to. I think pretty personable. So yeah, if that's why I say, if anyone ever wants to talk, chat, just shoot the shit, whatever. Doesn't matter what it's about. I'm there. I'm here. Easy to get a hold of. Yeah, forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't do that. Shame is a terrible thing. Shame will drive you to do terrible things. It will. You can feel guilty about things, but don't feel shameful. Shame is when you feel less than. You're not less than. So don't shame yourself. Don't let anyone shame you. Everyone makes mistakes. There ain't a person on this planet that's perfect. There ain't a person on this planet that's in a position to judge anybody else. Nobody. Nobody. You show me that person. You show me that person. And that person must be God. Because there's nobody else who is in a position to judge anyone. We are all flawed. We all make mistakes. It's part of being human. It's part of life. Forgive, man. Forgive, forgive, forgive. I truly believe in my heart, and even though sometimes I want to smack the shit out of people, thank you, Carson, man. Man, thank you. I love you. Even though I want to smack the shit out of people some days, because I'm human, I'm normal, right? I get frustrated. There's some dumb people out there. I mean, let's be honest. Well, maybe not dumb people, but there's some people who do some dumb things, and it's frustrating. But even though I want to do those things, I believe that people are inherently good inside themselves. I believe that there are situations that people are in that we may not know about. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how you were brought up. I don't know what traumas you have, what PTSD, anxiety, depression, any of this. I don't know anything, right? Unless you tell me. And and I don't know how that affects you. But what I do know is that people do things and they make mistakes. But I think I know that people are good inside. There are psychopaths and sociopaths, and there are people with mental health diseases and stuff that make them a little different. They're in a different place, maybe. But I think that most people are inherently good and inside their hearts. And we all make mistakes, every single one of us, and we all make them every day. That's just life. That's the way this is. I never learned from anyone telling me not to do things. My parents would tell me not to do this, not to do that. I didn't listen. I wasn't that kid. I didn't listen. I had a bunch of shit that messed me up. My biological father, all that bullshit, it just messed me up. And I was very rebellious, and I was very hurt inside. And I learned by messing up and by facing the consequences. And nowadays, I try not to do anything that's going to put me in a place where I'm facing bad consequences. I'm a pretty mellow, boring dude. I spend most of my days inside this house, most of my hours inside this house. I go outside and hang out with some stray cats, and hang out with these guys, and I go in the woods on the weekends, and that's my life. Like, that's truly my life. I go see my parents or whatever, and visit my brother and the kids, but that's it. So I don't put myself in positions where I'm doing those things, but I still make mistakes, you know? I still make mistakes. I still forget to shut the burner off on the stove. That happens pretty often. But it's a mistake. It's not something I did on purpose. It's not something I willfully was like, I'm going to leave this on, hope I burn this place down. No, it's a mistake. PTSD is very real. PTSD is very real. Animals do love you regardless. It's like I said, I believe people are good inside their hearts inherently, but animals are a totally different thing. Animals are good all the time. Animals will show you love, give you loyalty every single moment of every day, just about. Even when they're assholes, like cats can be such dicks. I believe that they fully do things on purpose to like mess with you, but they they are they then they come and they're so sweet. Man, leave him alone, please. He doesn't want you messing with him or sniffing his butt. Oliver, Ollie boy, come here, pal. Come here. No, don't you get jealous. I'm allowed to say hi to my kitty. No. Did you already go hide? There's my buddy. This is Ollie. Yep. No. Yep. Maverick's gonna go mess it all up. Leave him alone. This is Ollie. Hi, bud. Hi, Bubba. And you... no. Leave him alone. Let's go. Downstairs. Let's go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. You hiding under the bed, pal? You're all right. Come here. He can't get you now. Come here. Come here. There's a Bubba. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's my Bubba's? You sweet boy. Huh? Are you the sweetest? Are you the sweetest? Hi. Oh, you the sweetest? Big boy. He's a big boy. This goofball. Go, 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 go. So yeah, animals. I've always had a relationship with animals that was really crazy since I was a kid. I always felt this connection to them. That was just so, I don't know, it was so deep. I've talked about it a little bit, you know, people kind of said to me, oh, you're an empath. Because if I would see animals that were hurting, I would literally, like, I would hurt with them. Like, truly hurt with them. So it's always been that way. Yeah, Kerry didn't like himself in the past, and what did he do? He changed who he was. And look at the guy that he became, you know? If I can be a sliver of what that guy was, man, I'm doing good. Oh, I'm sorry, Sandy. I'm sorry. And my biological father just bailed and then was kind of in and out of my life. He was just a really shitty person. Now he's 70. He was an alcoholic and a drug addict, and then got sober for like 18 years or whatever. Had himself like one of this like, get away from there. No. No. Sorry, he's going back to the cat shit buffet again. And then he retired and he started drinking and using again, and he's been in and out of the hospital multiple times, been in and out of jail. He's almost 70. It's like, come on, man, you know, get it together. I've tried to help him multiple times. I don't even know why, because he's never done anything for me except leaving me with some scars that don't go away, and then reopen those wounds every time that he goes to the hospital and they call me and say, you're his emergency contact. And I'm like, I'm his emergency contact? Why? You know, but whatever. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, though, Sandy. That's terrible. Ollie's the showmaker. Ollie's the mascot. He is the channel mascot. I mean, he shows up at every live. It never fails. Every single live he shows up. I don't see him all day. Like, I have to go up there to see him during the day, because otherwise he just lays on the bed and sleeps all day. But as soon as live starts, that's it. Here he is. I think there's something you could spray on litter that repulses dogs. It's poop. That should repulse the dog. Shouldn't that be enough? Oh, God. Yeah, it's been tough, man. I mean, it's like, you know, you think that you don't have to go to deal with it ever again, and then all of a sudden, after years, you get a call from the hospital saying, "Oh, is this Kyle Connolly? Oh, your father is here. He's in a coma. We don't know if he's gonna make it." And it's like, my relationship with him was always terrible, but then it's like, man, maybe I should try to be there, right? And then you do that, and then he gets out of the hospital and goes right back to doing the same stuff. And this is over and over and over now. I mean, this has been like 4 years that this has been going on. It's crazy. He got kicked out of Ecuador. They had to put him on what do they call that when they call, like, the embassy puts you on a flight? They put him on a flight. The embassy put him on a flight to get him out of there because he got in trouble down there and then fell and broke his neck. No, that's my coffee. Behave. Behave. You be good. Come lay down. Come on. Get up. All right, good boy. Lay down. Nope, not Otis. You leave Otis alone. Lay here. Lay here. Lay down. Sheesh, man. I shouldn't have said anything when he was laying down over there. I should have just left it alone. So as soon as I opened my mouth, then he got down. It's scary what my dog eats. My poor aunt's dog ate a rock last week. Had to go to the hospital, and oh my goodness. It's a deficiency when dogs do that? Really? Oh, Dana. Oh, I'm so sorry. That, I hope you understand that that is not the truth. That is so absolutely not the truth. Not at all. Amen, Bernie. Amen, brother. Very well said. Yeah, the dog's smaller than the cat. Oh, wow, Primal. Yeah, I could totally understand why that would be like closure. Totally get it. Totally get it. Here's the shitty part about my father. Like, I've tried to help him, right? He's done so much damage to himself now that. So then he had a heart attack just not too long ago. He died for 12 minutes. He's alive. He's back to drinking and using drugs again. He checked himself out of the hospital before he was supposed to. He's been back in the hospital a few times because they've called me a few times. His estranged, they were never married, only, I guess, common law, but they've been separated for years now. She lives in Florida. She has control of all of his finances, and he's got a lot of money. And so she's living high on the hog down there and not doing anything to help him. And I don't give a shit. I don't want the money. I'm poor. I'll stay poor. It's not about the money. I'd rather not take money from him, to be completely friggin' honest with you. But, like, at least get him some help so that he has somebody come into the house because he's done so much damage. The lack of oxygen during the heart attack affected his brain. The years of trauma from just using drugs and alcohol for so long has affected his brain. And then the coma before, I mean, he's just not there all the way, and he needs help and can't get her to do anything. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't answer anymore. I've told them that before, and they continue to call. So I haven't answered the last like 5 or 6 times they've called. It was hard because I felt like I was being a bad person not doing that, but like I get it. It was just doing too much damage to me, so I stopped. He lives 2 minutes from me, like literally 2 minutes. I didn't see the guy for 20 years, and the whole time he lived right down the road. It's nuts. Thank you, Nancy. I'll be all right. I'm good. I'm a survivor. Parents can be hard. They can be. But I had a really amazing, I said this in a live not too long ago, I had a really amazing man step in and do a job that is incredibly hard to do. It's raise somebody else's child as your own, and that when that child has the issues that I had and makes it as difficult as I did, and he's still stuck around the whole time, he's an incredible man. Incredible man. And I am so absolutely beyond grateful that he didn't give up.
Yeah, Dana, you're doing great. I mean, it's you're talking here amongst a whole bunch of people about some personal stuff, so that's amazing. That's really good. It can be hard, but getting it out, shoot, forget it. It's that purge. It's no different than like Carrie used to talk about when people were afraid to come talk on the show about their encounters. It's the same thing. Once you go and you talk, the weight that's lifted is just incredible. You just have to find the right people to talk to about these things, and I think you're in a good place. This is a place where people are loving and caring, and no one judges, and you'll get support. So that's it. Whew, man. I'm Bernie. Oh, that's great. Oh man. I'm not. They ain't coming after me, man. I ain't getting the results that he's getting. They're coming after him because of the results he's getting. They ain't coming after me. They're like, oh yeah, he got 3 footprints one time, one another time. Yeah, he's all right. Don't worry about him. Not pictures of these things daily. Wow, beer, that's crazy. At 14 and never went back. God bless you. That man. I'm sure it couldn't have been easy all the time. At 14, 15. Oh, I'm so glad you did, Bobby. That's wonderful. Oh, Sandy, you're gonna make me cry like hard. Don't do that. Don't do that. Man, oh man. I think I got my period. uh, 90 years old, February 3rd. God bless her. All right, hold on. I have to go back and look at crystals. Sounds like my oldest daughter's dad. 23 years, not one visit, not one dime, not one card. Oh, I never got a phone call. I never got a card. Never got a gift. Never a congratulations. I got nothing ever. He didn't even pay child support. He was a real winner. So yeah, I'll tell you what, Primal. I don't know him personally. I only know him from we've talked here, and I can tell you right now, he seems like a really, really cool, amazing guy. He does. It's not hard to get a feel for people when you talk to them. It's really not. Man, beer, that's, well, shit. Good for you, man. That's great. Seriously, that's amazing. I can't even imagine. Hey, Misty. It's been an emotional live. We've been talking about a lot of heavy stuff. But I guess these things happen when they're supposed to because a lot of people are saying that they needed this today. So it's just crazy. That's what I mean. It's just crazy how these things happen. I don't know. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. I got on here because I just wanted to be amongst my people and because my morning was going really shitty. And then this is what comes of it. It's really, really amazing. No, I never. I was always scared of my father. I didn't wait in the window waiting for him to come. I would be like scared to death knowing that I had to go with him. Um, It was no fun. It was get in the truck, stop at the local liquor store every time. Sometimes he'd even stop at the bar and tell me to wait in the truck. As a little kid, he'd go into the bar and I don't know, do a shot or have a drink and then come out. I remember all of it. I've passed the bar and the, hey, what did I just say? You want to go in your crate? Huh? Leave him alone. You want to go in your crate? Come on. Let's go. In. In. Come on. Get in. Let's go. If you can't stop, if you're not going to leave him alone, if you're going to bother him and you're going to try to fight him, I'm going to put you in your crate. You understand me? Where's your correction collar? I hate even being mean to him. It makes me feel bad. Oh, Carson, I love you, bro. I'm sorry, Pat. I know you're going through it. It's tough. Just know that we love you. And for what it's worth, you got this family here. You ever want to talk, you ever need to talk, you can reach me on Messenger. Just look up my name, Kyle Connolly, Connolly. You'll see my picture. Send me a message. Send me a friend request. I would give my number out, but it just still worries me a little bit because I did have one person from the subscribers get my number. I don't know how. They must have paid or something, and then was like, just it was nonstop. It was bad. Yeah. 2 boxes of tissues. It came to my therapist appointment. It's always good to cry a little, man. It's always good to cry a little. God bless you, beer. God bless you, beer. Man, that's it's what everyone wants, right? It's what everyone wants. Some of us get it, some of us don't. Thank you, Bernie. I know you do. I know you do. Listen, man. I say this, and it's not a joke, and it's not meant to sound cliche. I should be dead 10 times over. I should be dead 10 times over. You have no idea how many people died from heroin and fentanyl overdoses when I was using. Like, everybody. Everyone died. Everyone. That should have killed me. I mean, I could have easily been injured very badly or hurt when I was fighting, right? Maybe not killed, so I'm not going to count that, but the I had a gun shoved in my mouth in Bridgeport. I was robbed in Hartford at gunpoint. I mean, I did crazy things when I was doing that stuff and put myself in positions that most people would never put themselves in, and I did it freely. That's the crazy part. I should be dead 10 times over. Even just the other stuff that I used to do, the crazy stuff, the dirt bike riding, the way that I rode, the way that I did those things, it was always completely like flat out as crazy as you could be. That's how I had to do it. I should not be here, and I'm here. So there's got to be some reason. I don't know what it is. There's got to be some. Oh yeah, I just vibrate the collar. I haven't not shocked him once. Never. I haven't shocked him. He doesn't like the vibration. I do the vibration. I tell him no, and it's worked. But yeah. Thank you, Misty. It was a woman who got my number. Yep. That's creme de menthe for your ice cream. Yuck. I mean, I don't mean to focus on how gross creme de menthe is. That's not the important part of that statement, but I can't help it. That's so disgusting. I'm sorry. Holidays can be tough for a lot of people, man. As you know, people lose people. Man, I was having a really rough day the other day. A really close friend of mine. Oh man, I can't talk about this. Damn it. Woof. What is going on today? A very close friend of mine, my closest female friend ever, and I say female friend, but like she was one of my two best friends in the world. Um, she passed away last year, very, very, very unexpectedly. Dana, you okay? Just let me know, please. Can you just tell me that before you go? Are you okay? And please email me if you need to or reach out on Messenger. Thank you, Pat. I hope so. I kind of, people say that, and I kind of come to the point where I think I believe it at this point. Okay, thank you, Dana. So she passed away last year. We hadn't we hadn't talked in a long time. The last time I had talked to her was was when I was still in active addiction, and it was really difficult for her to deal with it and see it because she also was her brother was going through it too. Um, we had an argument, and then we hadn't talked for years, and I had gone on Facebook, which I had probably not gone on in like two years. I don't know. Maybe I'd pop on once in a while and look at like a post or two, and that was it. But I never scrolled through there. I never looked for stuff. And I had gone on Facebook, and I saw this her post that said she was in the hospital, that she had a brain aneurysm burst, and I know how dangerous that is. Ollie's here. Look at, he knew I was live. He would not be here right now during the day, I promise you. And so I contacted her, and we talked, and they were shocked that she was able to talk. They were shocked that she was alive. I mean, being alive from that brain aneurysm bursting. Her husband found her unconscious on the floor. She should have been dead, and she was alive, and so and she could talk, and she was. I mean, she was like, the doctors were astounded. The only problem was she was having these like seizure type things in her brain. Like the one side of her brain was like what I mean, like it wasn't like a body seizure. It was like her brain was seizing or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, and they were worried about that. And we talked, and you know, things kind of patched things up, and she died the next day. Ooh. Shit. And I whew. And I didn't go to the funeral. A few reasons. I feel I don't know. I felt really weird about it because I was really close with her family too. Her mom and her dad. And her dad had died, you know, years prior from a heart attack. And so, you know, her mom was widowed, and all she had was her daughter and her son. And thank you. Man, I'm sorry about this. Crap. Ah. Who? And I didn't go, and now I'm really like upset I didn't. We hadn't talked in so long that I don't know, I just felt awkward, or I don't know. And now I'm upset that I didn't go. And something popped up in my feed the other day about her, and it just like, whew, man, did it hit me hard. Because I don't even think that I dealt with it then. I definitely did not cry hard then. There, uh, there were, you know, reasons why, kind of getting ridiculed about whatever. It doesn't matter. And so all of a sudden the other day when I was looking at the posts, because it's, you know, it's close to the time when she passed, it just killed me. And it's one of those things, you know. Sometimes people pass, and it's like, it's never easy, but sometimes it's more real than others. Like Carrie's, to me, just I couldn't get I couldn't I just couldn't get it in my head that it was real. Like I couldn't accept that he passed away. Like it just didn't seem real. he was just a man of such a giant character. Otis is yowling right now. What's the matter? Meow. 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 Come here, baby. What's the matter? Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here. No, you leave him alone. Goodness. And that was what this was like. I just could not. I just can't accept it still. It just doesn't seem real. Like one of those things, you know. She just, man, 5 foot nothing. Like literally 5 feet tall. And what a stick of dynamite. What a mouth on her. Would tell you exactly how she felt, but not in any way a mean person. She just didn't pretend for anybody. She was always the person with that big giant smile and to make people feel like loved and happy and all that stuff. Like that was her. She was also the first person who would tell you to fuck off if you were being a jerk. I don't know. It's just one of those things. And it hit me hard the other day, seeing the pictures and all that stuff. And then, seeing the messages to her and then not getting a response to the last one. And then finding out why. And now going back and looking at it. Whew, God darn it. That was just tough. Hey! Get down here! God, he won't leave them alone. Rebuilding phase. Once the moon has reemerged with new energy, it's the time to set new intentions for the month ahead. Oh, okay. Good to know. Oh my goodness, Carson, I'm sorry. Boof. Oh my gosh, Pat. Ugh. Hi, Miss Joni. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I don't think it's the end either, man. I don't either. Oh, it's not good? I thought it said something about her helping you. Or did I read that wrong? My family practice changed her field because she's being holistic. Oh, okay. Now I understand. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't read that right. I apologize. Yeah, I thought about calling her mom. I really would love to talk to her, and I think I'm gonna. I spent so many days over there, um, in that basement. Just getting more as we're doing this. Just more wonderful, wonderful messages. Not, I mean, these messages are great. The messages coming in from text are just not so great. But that's all right. Um, oh, oh, no, Elizabeth, it's just been one big, one big like psychiatric session for all of us to get to talk about stuff and get stuff out. That solves that. Big old group hug. Big old group hug. Man, you know what I'd love to do? I talked about this with a couple people from here that I speak to regularly. I would love to somehow plan a big, like, encrypted family, like, camp out. Um, I know it's difficult because we all live in different places, but man, it would be so cool if we could try to do it like once a year or something. Plan to have everybody from here, or anybody from here who wants to go, um, uh, you know, just make pick a campground somewhere in some state, and then all meet up there. It would be amazing. Stay for a few days, go out and investigate together, and then hang out. It'd be so cool. Oh my goodness, little lone prepper. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're in the right place. I mean, we are all here right now, kind of sharing all of our shit, and there's no place. I truly believe there is no place where you're going to be able to do that as safe as this channel and chat, where you're going to find as much love and appreciation and gratitude and support. Um, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. The people here are incredible. So you're in a good place to talk about it. But I'm very, very sorry. I mean, I think about my grandmother, and that she passed away when I was like 11 or 12. She was like my whole world back, like until she passed. She was like to me she was everything. And I think about her and I cry still. I mean, we're talking 30 years later, you know. Uh, Absolutely. Thoughts, healing prayers, love and light to anybody who needs it today. I think we all need it. I think every one of us needs it. So how do we do this? How would we coordinate something like that? We just pick a campground somewhere? I'm sorry, Liz. I just, it's so difficult. Years and years can go by, and it's very hard. 48 grandchildren. Holy mama. That's a lot. That's so many. We definitely can make it happen. Let's see my laptop. Who's that? Somebody tell me in the chat. Let's try to lighten the mood just for a second. Who's this? Anybody know? If you know, we are definitely friends. All my Sasquatch stickers. That's Milo. He's a baby squatch. Also a big Star Wars fan. Who's this guy? Somebody tell me. That's his real name. Who is this character? Michael Scott. What version of Michael Scott? We're getting technical now. In this episode, he called himself something. It's one of my favorite episodes ever. It's my favorite show in the world. I still watch this show every day. And I've probably seen every episode hundreds of times. Kind of sad version. They clean this thing. Looks disgusting. Amen, Sandy. Survivors, not victims. Damn right. My dad was 112. Our family dinners were epic. I'm sure they were. Gosh. Sort of like the way Carrie did his documentary trip. I don't remember. Channels where they do meet and greet at the city of the host choice. They send out confirmations. Yeah, my problem is I don't have the means to travel like Carrie did. He traveled often. He had, he was monetized and was making good money off the channel. He had the merch. Then he had, supporters who helped too. Plus, he just made good money on his own anyway. I wish I could do that. I wish I could go to different places regularly and film cool stuff, but I'm trying to do something. Yeah, that was part of the footage that they were supposed to put together for that documentary. And I really hope that at some point they do. I'm super bummed that I don't think we'll ever see the Arkansas footage. That really, really bums me out. Really bums me out. I would so love to talk with them, but they understandably they wanted to keep that stuff with Odyssey for now, and I totally get that. Um, Prison Mike, yeah, we have a winner. The worst thing about prison was the Dementors. such a such an idiot. It's the greatest show though. It's so good because he's so stupid. And then the other characters, everyone's just so like so different and so I don't know. They all work together. Dwight and his beet farm, his Amish cousin. Oh, they're great. Yeah, Donnie's encounter was crazy intense, man. It was just, it was the nuttiest encounter, the scariest encounter I think I've ever heard in my life. Oh my goodness, Meredith, I've been crying enough, you're gonna make me bawl. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. Oh man, I swear if I saw anyone do that, it'd probably be the last thing they did, and it'd probably be my last free day. My last day as a free man. That's absolutely, absolutely cowardly, disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm so, so sorry. Gosh. Man, this is just a day, huh? It's like it's everyone's having a rough go right now. This is tough. Yowzer. What's going on? It's like it's in the air or something. Oh, they'll pay for sure. They'll definitely pay. Karma's a real thing. And that doing something like that is that's a choice. That's a absolute like choice to do something terrible like that. That that goes against what I think when I say people are inherently good. Anyone who does that, I think, is a really shit person. Ohio Pile? I've never even heard of it. It doesn't even sound like a real place to me. Where is that? Crystal, what state is that? Is it? I'm guessing it's in Ohio, maybe or not. I guess it doesn't have to be because there's an Atlanta in Texas. And that Arkansas footage, from what me and Mark have discussed, and from what me and Kerry discussed before he passed away, was going to be some of the best. You're absolutely right, Elizabeth. It's going to be some of the best footage and probably one of the best documentaries that was ever that probably ever came out. I believe they spelled karma incorrectly. It's spelled Kelly. Get him, Kelly. Kelly and Kyle are spelled pretty close, right? There can be two spellings for karma, maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, Meredith. Yeah, it seems like it's been quite a really rough last year or so. Ohio State Park, Pennsylvania. Southern gateway into the Laurel Highlands and represents a beautiful natural resource. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Pennsylvania's like, gosh, well, it depends on where you're going in Pennsylvania. It's such a big state. I mean, some parts of Pennsylvania are like 5 or 6 hours away, right? Something like that. 4 hours away. Other parts are 6, 7, even if you're going to the like northwest corner. And Pennsylvania's got some of the highest reports of Bigfoot in the United States. What about like Tennessee? It doesn't have to be close to me. I mean, I obviously like, don't know about traveling all the way across the United States. But what about like Tennessee? Tennessee's a awesome place. Great people who live there. Great community. Great Bigfoot community, and like lots of activity there too. Lots of places with activity. I think that would be a great place to go. Shit, yeah, Kelly. Okay, now we're really talking. Foothills of the Smokies. Oh yeah, there's tons of activity there for sure. You have property in Tennessee. Okay, now we might be getting somewhere. I mean, we could always go to a state park that has camping, but private property, does it have activity on it, Mike? Because we got to have a place that's got Sasquatch activity. $50 from Tennessee line, that's not far at all. 6.5 miles from your first encounter. All right, Sandy's talking 2 hours from Pittsburgh, PA. Man, everyone's so spread out. That's the problem. Crystal's an hour and a half from Pittsburgh. So right now, PA and Tennessee are, I think, are the two places that are leading the charge here. Tennessee's like a 16-hour drive from where I'm at, I believe. Something like that. But I could always fly. It's not a big deal. It'd be like an hour. Be like an hour flight. Land, rent a car, and just do it that way. From the Bronx, I'm a big. Yeah, there's a lot of other activity though. Why is my phone dying? Altoona, PA. Huh. Gosh, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it'd be a cooler thing to tell people, like, yeah, you got mauled by a Sasquatch. But boy, that sounds like it would be awfully painful. Ugh, my goodness. All right, guys, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to hop off here. I got work I gotta do. Do you want me to leave this on for a little bit? I can leave it on. I'll just put the phone down. Up to you. And remember, tonight, 7 p.m., Yowie Dan from the new documentary film Tracking the Lore. Did anyone watch it last night? That's perfect, Bernie. That's perfect. Yes, I'll be okay. Oh, you watched it twice, Kathleen? Yeah, it was so worth it. So good. Crystal, yeah. I got to watch the new 411 today. Oh, you guys, please have you two guys, please have a great day. I love you all so much. So much. Hey, there's my guy. What's going on, bruv? You came at the end. Thank you, Dana. I don't know, now he shows up. Oh, brother. You all right, man? This has been it's been a very emotional chat. Let's say that. for the last 100 minutes. We've all been in here purging emotionally. Um, okay, I'm not sure what stone. I know I was only weighed in stone once when I fought, and it was when I competed against that dude from that may have been from the UK. I didn't understand how that all worked, but that seems like it's quite a bit of a drop. When are they doing? When are they removing it, man? You said that it was that they were confident that it was going to be good, though, that it was going to be removed and it was going to be, good. Is that still the? I haven't shared this with anybody, but brother, I didn't know if you wanted me to, so nobody in here knows. That's right, brother. You're with the famalam. The famalam. Booyah! Howdy, sugar. You guys are all popping in at the end. Yeah, please pray for Fresh. Please pray for him. He needs some prayers right now. I'm going to tell you all something right now. And I said it to him when we talked last week. I envy him. And he told me some bad news, and then I said, I envy you. And he's like, you fucking crazy, bruv. Fuck you envy me. I just told you, got a tumor. Fucking envy me. And I said, no, I envy your resolve and your attitude. You talk about somebody who has a unbreakable resolve, an incredibly positive attitude that is just contagious. That guy's got it. He's got it. And I'm a dick. I haven't messaged him in days. Tartlet. No, what was that one gent's name? Tarpin? What was his name? Tarpin? Remember we talked about that fucking guy's name? Tarquin. Stick that Tarquin in the ground. Tie that tent down. That's right, bruv. You messaged me? I'll have to check. I was on the live for a while, so I didn't see. I'll check. I'm about to hop off. I got to do some work. I'm about to hop off, but I can message you. I just can't stay on the live. But I thank all you guys so much. I needed this. I know a lot of you said you needed this today. It's crazy how things work. It's crazy how God, the universe, puts plans in motion when you have no idea. You, you don't need to have anything wrong with you to do that. I mean, I do that anyway. We're going to get this camping thing, too. We're going to figure this out. We're definitely going to figure this out. We got to do it. But I love you guys so much. You're amazing. You're wonderful. Please know that. Getting to the age, I mean, I thought once you reached adulthood, you couldn't get away with such social behaviors. I'm 42. I'm well beyond that. But it's not stopping me. I just pretend that I'm not quite all there in the head when it happens. You're still doing better than me, brother. I don't have to pretend. True, me neither. That's Hulk Hogan's theme music, bro. What do you mean, what am I listening to? Oh, yeah, go feed the kitties. Give them some love from me. Love the kitties. See you later. Bye, Liz. Yeah, Crystal. Oh, I love that you call him Freshie. I'm going to call him Freshie, too. Freshie. Been crying all morning, dude. It's been an emotional morning for all of us, I think. Look at this gray beard. I haven't brushed it. I need to dye it. It's crazy. Huge amount of pressure. Things are just tough right now, man, all around. And you know the other deal. You know the other stuff, man. But that ain't shit. That's nothing. That's nothing. I should be grateful that that's what I'm going through and not some other stuff, you know. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Came home for his. I don't think I've ever seen that douche commercial. Yeah, you're right, my brother. You are right. That's why I'm gonna come live with you. I'm gonna hop on a plane. We're gonna share a bed. Watching the tall ones. What's that on? YouTube. So, oh wait a minute. Um, was that the guy that went really ham on Mark? Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I can't tell you guys either. I needed this. I needed this. You guys have been incredible, as always. I mean, that's just not. I don't even need to say it because it's just. This is every time. Every time. I don't know. Things just happen the way they need to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have a whole lot of respect for Mark, man. Mark's been very good to me. I know there were some things that he said that, you know, tough. Maybe wouldn't have said them myself or whatever, but that's not my fight either. I don't have a side. I love both sides in that deal, and I can only go by what he's been towards me, and he's been really good to me. Yeah, those guys definitely go ham on Mark. Yeah, they definitely do. Oh, thank you, old spirit. Right back at you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. What's going on? NC Cryptid. Oh, let's get Mike on the show then. What are we waiting for, Mike? Come on the show. Let's do it. There's so many people, like, it's so hard to try to do everything, like, on my own. I wish I had somebody to, like, do this with, but it's just difficult to try to remember and do it all. Oh, I started a live before and got booted from it. No biggie. It's just because I was in a bad area. It just dropped me. But yeah, let's get Mike on the show. I mean, let's do it. There's so many people I need to get on the show. It's like it's so hard to remember, and most of the time I'm thinking about it. It's like I'm in the car and I don't have time to write it down or whatever. I don't know much about him. I will watch because like my thing is, and I tell people this all the time, like being the host of a show like this, like there are people out there that I don't agree with, but being the host of a show, I'll still have them on the show because the people who watch the show may agree with them and may want to see them. And so I try to keep my position professional, right? Even though this is not professional, obviously this is volunteer, but I try to keep it professional. It's a difficult thing sometimes because there's some people out there that I don't agree with what they're saying or what they're doing, but other people might, and other people might want to see them. And so that's my job as the show host, right? It's not about me. It's about them. And it's about what you guys want to see. Randy Bryson did get caught hoaxing, which is such a shame because I really thought he was doing some good stuff for a while, but he got caught hoaxing. Country Boy, what's going on? Welcome again, man. Welcome again. Dude, I could not go back and look at my live chat last night from the live that we did when I was in the car. So I was trying to remember what people were saying, what channels to watch. The guy who got the picture of the Sasquatch. Does anyone remember what that channel was? And then Country Boy, I have to subscribe to your channel as soon as we bounce off here, which is going to be very shortly. Because last night, I, again, was trying to remember everything and I just couldn't remember it all. Yes, they do, Bernie. Yes, they do. Still wouldn't stop me from having Todd Standing on, and I'm going to tell you why. I believe he hoaxed some things. I 100% believe he hoaxed some things. I also believe that he's caught some real, true evidence too. There's no way in hell, being in that area that he's in, that he hasn't. I think he gets overzealous, and he did some things out of that zealousness that has kind of put a stain on his name, and he didn't need to, because the evidence that he was getting was good enough. The tracks were good enough. The structures there were some of the craziest structures I've ever seen. He could have continued with that and then waited until he got a true video of one, or whatever. Oh, okay. So now I'm upset because those are my guys. The Squatch Watchers, Taylor, Tate, Dave, Toby, those are my guys. I'm gonna tell you something about those guys. They are some of the best people I've ever met in my life. Do you know that they were one of my first people that I interviewed here? When I made a post and they reached out to me and said if I needed anything to reach out to them, and I asked them to come on the show, they said, "Yep, we'll be on the show." Then they sent my niece and my nephews a whole bunch of merch, autographed posters for nothing because I said they were fans of the show. My nephew, my 8-year-old nephew, liked the show, and they sent them all this stuff for nothing. So I have nothing but love and respect for those guys, but they can have they can have their own little beef. Doesn't involve me, but those are my guys. I consider them friends. I don't like when people are constantly bickering and fighting either. I just think it's shit. I think it's shit. This is the problem with this community. Why fight and bicker, and why? For what? No time for bad energy. That's right. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not sure. I don't even know who he is. I've only heard about him, and what I heard made me not. I just didn't. I don't. That's not really my thing. You know, my thing is like let's work together. Let's lift each other up. Find a common ground. Let's have fun, because isn't this supposed to be fun? That's the thing, right? The opposite side of that is hate and negativity and all that, and I don't want any of that. Division only keeps us from the truth. A mother fluffing men. Yeah, why, I say this constantly. It's like, we're all different. We all have different theories, beliefs, ideas, ways of investigating, researching, whatever. I don't even, like, here's my thing. Like, I've used the word research in the past. I'm a hobbyist. This is a hobby. I enjoy what I do. I do this for fun. If I find cool shit, I find cool shit. And if it helps at all in any way to further this, then amazing. I'm not a scientist. I'm not out here believing that I am going to be the guy to solve this riddle. I'm not. I'm not. Fred, the Sasquatch that lives in my shed in the backyard, is just not ready to come forward and tell everybody that we've already figured it all out. So I'm not going to be the guy to solve the riddle. But, you know, awesome, Carson. Awesome, 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 awesome. If that is the only thing I accomplished today, then I have done something good. So thank you. Nothing but love. Right. Who's anybody to judge? I just said this earlier when we were having this emotional thing, right? Nobody on this planet is in a position to judge anybody else, because we are all fallible. We are all flawed. We all make mistakes every single day. Every one of us does. You show me the person that is in a position to judge, and I'll show you God. And I don't believe that any of us are God. So why not let's help each other? Why not lift each other up? Why not, when you have people like this is what we do, right? So hey, North Carolina, share your link. Mike, share your link. Country Boy, share your link. You got channels, you're on here right now. Share your link in this chat so that everybody on here can go subscribe to your channel, because this is not a competition. This is a family to me. I want all of us to be able to help each other. This is the honest to God truth. This is not rhetoric. It's not bullshit. This is what I believe we should be doing anyway, helping each other out. And in helping each other to grow, we push this subject matter forward. We're able to talk to each other and say, hey, I have a question, maybe you can help me with it. Or maybe you have a question I can help you with. Or maybe we just talk about, hey, this is what I believe. Oh, you don't believe that? That's cool. We don't have to believe the same things. We can have the discussion, agree to disagree, and keep it moving. And still be friends and still help each other when the time is right. So, like, let's do that. Let's do that. Amen, Country Boy. This is the thing. I believe Todd is a good researcher. Todd is out there by himself constantly. There's a lot of people who probably would not go out in that place by themselves. It is out in the middle of nowhere, in some of the most rugged, rough terrain in North America, and some of the most active areas that there are. So, oh, look at you, Long Island. You're the man. Thank you. Yeah, share them out. Share them out. Put them up there. Let's get them. If you ain't subscribed to these people yet, subscribe. Oh, wait, hold on. You co-host with Spencer? Spencer's good buddies with Mark Green. That's my pal. We're doing it. Woodwalkers. You hear him? Get it, guys? Woodwalkers. This is an amazing subject. Did when you first saw a picture of Bigfoot, were you not like, whoa, how cool, how awesome would it be if that is real? And can like I want to know if I could do anything to go out there and find that thing, right? So that little kid in you, that imagination, that like people lose that and they focus on, you know, I'm the only way. That's what people get to. I'm the only way. It's my ideas, my theories. That's it. It's all that matters. Nothing else matters. And that's BS, man. This is not a competition. It shouldn't be a competition. This should be fun. Because it is fun. How friggin' fun and cool is it to think that we have the missing link, the closest living relative to us that's out there, and it's still undiscovered. The inside, you're right. You're right, NCC, you're right. I do judge pink camo, though. I'll do better. Becca Green and I are going to do some gardening shows together this summer. Sweet. All right. So there we go. There's another show to watch. Rebecca is a sweetheart. Mark is a sweetheart. They're amazing. Matter of fact, I'm going to Alabama. Me and Mark talked about it yesterday in like pretty in depth. And then I talked to Donnie. Donnie's only about 3 hours from where Mark is. So that trip will be Mark Green and Donnie all in one. It'll be filming with Mark for however long I stay there, a week or whatever. And then it'll be filming with Donnie for however long I'm there. So hopefully we'll get some amazing stuff out of that. And then I just can't wait to go hang out with those guys and meet them in person. That's the best part. And I believe truly, Crystal, that if you have that attitude, you'll be a knower. You'll end up being a knower. Donnie's the best. No, I don't. But so, but that's because me and Mark have a personal relationship, right? We have a personal friendship. I don't think it's a terrible thing that he's doing. This is pretty much his job. The Bigfoot research. This is his job, and he's taking you into a place where there's a lot of activity, a lot. When I talked to Kerry prior to his passing, Kerry told me it was the craziest place that he'd ever been. NCC live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for coming back, old spirit. Yeah, you are late, Janelle. Jeez. Nope, can't imagine being alone for that long. No, no way. Yeah, it is how he makes a living. It is. And there were a lot of things that changed over the course of the last few months that changed financial things. So, I mean, Standing does the same thing. Scott Carpenter does the same thing. You know, these guys are real researchers. They're taking you to areas. They're sharing things with you. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't. That's just me, though. I mean, you know, everybody has their feelings. Yeah. Anytime, you know, when you have knowledge and when you put time into things, you know, that's. I think it's not crazy to feel like you should be compensated for them, because you could be doing something else that maybe would make you that money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to check it out. Um, I'll definitely watch. I can't watch live because I got a show tonight at 7, and it'll probably end up going, you know, between like 8:30, 9 o'clock maybe. But I will absolutely 100% watch afterwards. Absolutely. You guys all go check out North Carolina. Check out the show tonight. I'm pretty tired, man. I was crying for probably the first hour of this chat. Pretty emotional. We had a very, very cathartic chat in here. There's no one you could go with, Lone Prepper? I wouldn't go by myself either. I wouldn't camp by myself either. No, I don't think that's a safe idea. Information is shared freely, but what he's doing is he's bringing you to an area that has known activity on a regular basis. Um, uh, you know, it's like I get what you're saying, I do, but I just Scott Carpenter does it, Todd does it. There are many other researchers that do the same thing. Um, you're paying for their time. You're paying for the the time they've put in, and all that. I mean, I know 500 is a lot of money. You're right. $500 is a lot of money. And I mean, if he charged $25, then it would be, you know, I don't know. I guess it would just not be. It would be so many people trying to do it at that point. It would be kind of crazy. I mean, when you, no, I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm just gonna bow out of that because I don't want to upset anybody and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. People have to pay to be on the 168. They were all researchers and all friends, so they were invited to film that show. And then when that documentary was filmed, they were all compensated for it. He's taking groups of 5 down into his research area to go camping and you know, experience what's going on down there. Let's do it. Anytime, man. Absolutely anytime. I'd love to. Be honored. Be honored. I gotta watch your show, bro. I hope no. When I say this, like, I hope no one ever takes this personally. It's impossible to know every show out there, right? Like, I think we all know this. It's just impossible. So I gotta watch your show, and I'll do that. Matter of fact, that I'm gonna do that when we get done here, when I end this, which I have to do because it's been 136 minutes and I have not done shit yet today, except cried a lot, which is still good. It's just been a morning, Witty. It's been a morning. Just a lot of stuff, you know. Sometimes life just kind of hits you, and came on here and we all started talking, and a lot of these things just bubble up to the surface, and they come out. And I'm not afraid to cry, man. Don't bother me at all. I'll cry. I'll cry. It ain't a thing. I think I just, it's tough. It's very tough. I understand where everyone comes from with that, like with what Mark's doing. I get where everyone comes from and why different opinions or whatever. Um, I think um, what he's devoted a lot to this, a real lot, and he's lost a lot doing that. Um, Cash decided. Um, Cash decided to take time away. She was doing so much for so many channels, and it just wore her out. So she's taking time away. She's fine. She's wonderful. Lynn's a different story. Not going to get into it. Um, yeah, there's a lot to that, Witty. There's a lot more to that behind the scenes. That's all I can say. I can't say any more, but I just want you to understand that Mark's a good guy. We all make mistakes. Emotions take over, and we do things and say things sometimes that we regret. But Mark is a good man. He really is, and he was Carrie's best friend. Anytime, North Carolina, anytime. That's what we do, man. Emotion that most men skip. You just get angry. Yeah, anger's a secondary emotion. It comes from somewhere else. Fear, anxiety, sadness, and people do skip those. It's important to be able to understand that it's okay to be a man and be emotional. It's more than okay. You need to. We have been a big old crying bunch this morning. It's been fucking awesome. Takes a lot, dude. It takes a lot of money, man. A lot, a lot of money and a lot of time. A lot. I didn't understand how much time it took until I started doing it, and it takes a lot of time. He did. Right. 1,500 videos, field outings, and that's you driving to different places. It's gas in your car, it's wear and tear on your car. That's time that you could be spent with your family, working. It, it's a lot. It's a lot. And yes, nobody's infallible. We all are flawed. Bama, what's up? I just was talking about you last night, and I was saying, man, I've not seen Bama in a little while. That's what I believe. I mean, that's what he told me. Um, he told me right before he passed. Maybe we talked the day before he passed, and the day before that, he said to me, he's like, you need to hook up with I need to hook you up with a few people. There's a handful of people that he said that he wanted to, you need to hook me up with, that he trusted. That he could have said on any number of people, but he didn't. He said this handful of people, and one of those people was Mark. It was the first one. I don't know. Can only go by what I know. That's all I can go by, and all I know is that they were both very. Kerry was so amazing to me prior to his passing. In that short 3 months that we talked, I think what a lot of people don't know, because I've heard people say some really mean things. I said no to coming on that show like 4 times. It had nothing to do with the show when I contacted him. I contacted him to ask him about stuff like research. If he could help me with research, like what are the things he's seeing, where they're going, that are all in common, and how can I then use that in my area to find them. That's what we talked about the very first time we talked. Then it morphed into something different. And we talked about regular stuff. We talked about regular life. If you looked at us side by side and you listened to us, we couldn't be more opposite. But it doesn't matter what we look like. Doesn't matter what we sound like. We had so much more in common than you probably ever would have known. And that was what started what I consider a friendship. And I really like to think that he did too. He'd shoot me a message for no reason. Call me for no reason. I still have them all on my phone. And then Mark has done the same thing. Mark has been very good to me. So I can only go by that. And I do believe that there's nothing wrong with asking to be compensated for your time and your effort and your knowledge about things. I asked Mark to help me. He said, give me 100 square mile area in your state or wherever that you want to research, and I'll point to you where I think you should go. And what happened when he did that? The very next week, I got the first track. So, what people could say whatever they want, but he knows some stuff. He knows some stuff. And we all do and say things out of emotion. It happens. This is the nature of being a human being. As adults, we can control it more, obviously, than when we were children. There are situations, though, that become so incredibly emotional, it's very difficult to pull back on the reins right away. I love them all. That's all I can say. I love them all. I love Daniela. I love Mark, I have nothing but love for Kerry. I never got to meet Miss Linda. I wished I had. I know Kerry loved her, so I think that love extends from there. He went out there and put tracks down. Mark flew up to Connecticut and put tracks down for him. Oh, Mike, listen. Let me tell you something, dude. You've already helped me. You've already helped me. If it wasn't for you, the first fucking 500 subscribers to this channel wouldn't be here. Maybe six. I don't know. I don't know how many. You were so instrumental in all that, and I know what you're talking about. Didn't cast the track. I had no casting anything. Pretty shitty, I know. Got pictures, got measurements, but no. I don't think I could have casted either of them anyway. The first one was in really soft sand. I don't think it would have casted great. I could have tried that one. The next ones, definitely couldn't. They were in water, mud with water in them, and it wouldn't have worked. Absolutely, Mike. Right back at you. I know you can, and I know you will. I know you will. I know why you're doing what you're doing. I know why you pull back. I get it. Yeah, we all deal with loss differently, and he's expressed to me that he was not, he was very hurt. He was very sad, and then he didn't. He expressed remorse for the thing. So many miles between us, it sucks. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy, can I just tell you, you are doing a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous job as a moderator. Fabulous. I couldn't. You and Hope are just you're really kicking ass, and I'm so grateful. Another position, right? This is a moderator's strictly voluntary position. Strictly voluntary. They're doing this for nothing. It's work. Takes effort, and I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that stuff Mark put out of Donnie was great. Oh, Mike, you don't. Let me tell you something. You do a good job. You just linked how many channels earlier. Your wrench is more of a commemorative wrench to commemorate our friendship. You don't have to do anything. You've done so much behind the scenes. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Mike was responsible for getting me so many guests on this show. Doug, Mike Patterson. I don't even know who else now. It's been so long. But that was all Mike. That was all Long Island Bigfoot. That had nothing to do with me. People are like, you got great guests. Guess what? Those guys, that was because of him. And those two were two of the biggest guests I've ever had on this show. So, don't thank me. If we do this camp out, we'll get fresh here. Did you look at? Yeah, Mike, absolutely. Old Spirit, you're right. Kyle, did you look at One Leaf Night Vision Recorder? Scope 300. I did not. I'll have to check it out. I just don't have the funds, man. I just don't. I just can't do it. Things are tight. Yeah, country boy. I can't even tell you, dude. Like it. I'm a broken record. I say it every time I'm on here. I come on here like this on a whim. For so many reasons. I come on here because I'm having a good day. Come on here because I'm having a bad day. Come on here because I want to shoot the shepherd. The people here are incredible. They are incredible, amazing. I don't know how so many good people have managed to congregate in this one place, because this is the internet. It's YouTube. It's a strange place. It's a weird world. You get trolls and stuff. We don't have it. I just have these great people. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's right. We'd have to smuggle Fresh in somehow because he's banned, remember? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Very humbling. Making me emotional. Now stop it. Say something mean. This thing called email. Thank you, Primal. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. You're breasting. Probably does, man. I've been sipping on this coffee for the last 3 hours. I got it at 5:30. Normally by now it would have been gone. Thank you, Sunshine Steve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, that's what I mean. Like, you guys are just incredible, just amazing. It's uh, country boy. Like, I can't even. This is what I mean. Like, these are the caliber of human beings that are here. Woof. Very. It's so. It's sometimes it's difficult, right? With my past, and the things that I went through with the addiction and the shitty things that I did. Like, sometimes you allow people to make you believe that you're worthless, you're a piece of shit, you're nothing. And then so when you do something like this and you have all these amazing people, you start to question, like, why? What did I do to deserve this group of incredible people? Um, and so that's it. Sometimes it's hard, but it allows me to let go of that shit and that shame, and remember that, like, I did change my life completely, and I'm blessed to have this channel. Man, I can't even tell you just how much it wasn't going to happen, how much I sat on it and BS'd over it and kept saying I'm going to do it, and then knew I wasn't gonna. And then it came to this point where I just had to. Like, I just felt like I had no other choice. And it happened exactly when it needed to happen and how it needed to happen. And now it's like the greatest gift. The greatest gift. We do. We do, we do, we do, we do, we do. The best family. You know, I'm a work in progress, Steve. Most of the time, I'm okay. There's those times though that you allow people to make you feel that way. You know, I'm human. People say it enough to you. Um, Hard not to start believing it. Well, I mean, there must be something good because all these amazing people are here. So some people can see people's spirits. That must be just an amazing gift to have. Best things in life are often the most difficult, but that is the truth. Work in protest. Pretty crazy, Sharon. God brought us together through Sasquatch and Dogman. Does that not sound like the craziest comment you've ever heard in your life? Right, right, Long Island. I love to be able to interact, and it is tough when a guest is on. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love to interview. I love that. It's so fun. I, it makes me want to be able to interview other people outside of the subject, because now that I'm started to do it and started to be able to get to inside people's psyches a little bit and to know people a little better and to, I want to interview people who've done other extraordinary things, because the people who are doing this are doing extraordinary shit. This is not normal stuff. I'm sorry. This is extraordinary stuff. So I want to be able to interview the guy who climbed Mount Everest. I want to be able to interview the dude who was lost at sea for 2 weeks. I want to be able to interview the guy who invented the Post-it note. Like, I want to talk to these people. And maybe someday I'll be able to. For now, I'm happy as a pig in shit doing this. Oh, I'm swimming, brother. I'm swimming. I'm paddling away. Yeah, they can teach you to see people's auras. There's a way to learn how to do it. Just like most other things. I mean, you can be taught a lot of things. Yeah, you obviously are some type of empath if you're picking up people emotionally. Oh, we got it legalized here recreationally. It starts tomorrow. Finally. Woo woo. Yeah, yeah. I get lost in my fridge too. I stand and I open the door and stare at it. And then I'll close it, walk away, go back, open it again, look at it like magically there's something's gonna change. I have no idea if that's true. That's pretty crazy, Bernie. If I make Sasquatch 5 hours ago, I would have laughed out loud. My curiosity helps me keep learning. Amen. I figured you meant years, not hours, because I know you've been here longer than 5 hours. I will cover that in my interview. Kyle's sleeping out tonight to be the first customer. Well, first customer for what? First customer for what? Oh, it's for smoke. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I don't think there's gonna be lines or anything. I don't think it's like that. I mean, Massachusetts is like an hour away. It's not really hard. 45 minutes to go over. That's where I was going. So I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I don't think it's gonna be like something where you gotta sleep out. I bet you I could get up in the morning and go there at 9 a.m. and still be one of the first people. Yeah. Whatever. Hard work thinking for two. It is better to burn out than to rust. Nah, I won't be robbed at gunpoint. They got some pretty tight security out at those places, man. I don't understand why any place in the United States is not legalized at this point. I mean, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. I can tell you from personal experience, okay, being a drug addict, marijuana was not anything that made me like want to go do other drugs. Like didn't do that for me. I don't know this. I hate that whole like gateway thing. I think it's bullshit. Um, it's a plant. Wow, right at the time this popped up. Okay, it's natural. It's medicine. Let me tell you something. I said this the other day. We don't have receptors in our brain that that specifically for cocaine or heroin, right? We have cannabinoid receptors all over our brain. It's something we're meant to have in our body. If that's not proof, I don't know what is. Oh yeah, cameras, badges, heavy guns. It's a cash business. That's why. So you can understand. I get it. And I'm also right now getting a whole bunch of text messages from our guest that's coming on tomorrow night, Miss Gail Beatty, and a whole bunch of pictures and stuff. So I'm excited to go look at those. I really, really, really have to go. I have done nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to end this. It's been so amazing. 164 minutes. Holy mama. Probably gonna kick me off in a minute anyway. But we'll be on tonight at 7 if you want to come watch. I think it's gonna be a great show. Yowie Dan from Tracking the Lore and Track. Um, it's gonna be very good. Mary Jane been very, very good to me, and some folks are still alive because I went for. Who are you telling, old spirit? Ain't that right? I never seen anybody go smoke a joint and then come back angry and want to fight somebody. But anytime you drink, people drink. A lot of times people drink. They do. So I don't get it. 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Also, please, you can always watch after. Go watch North Carolina Cryptids. Go watch their show tonight. I don't know if Country Boy said he had a show. If he's got a show, pop in and watch that. You can always watch mine after. You don't have to watch it live. Doesn't matter. I don't care when you watch it. You mean you don't even have to watch it. But if you want to, you can watch it after. Go show them some support. That's what we do here, right? Spread the love, collaborate, lift each other up, and it's amazing what things happen when you do that. It's okay. So Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Then Country Boy's got a show tonight. Though North Carolina has a show at 8 o'clock. So go watch that. Go show some love. Go give some support. You can watch mine after. You can watch it tomorrow. Doesn't matter. All works the same. All works the same. Spread the love. I totally agree with you 100%, Squatch and Mountain Mama. I also think that they need to, at some point, legalize medicinal mushrooms. I'll talk about that another time, but if you look at the research, what it does for people, dementia patients, Alzheimer patients, people with PTSD, traumatic brain injury, anxiety, depression, talk about incredible results. I'm talking incredible. Incredible. There's no drug out there that can reactivate parts of the brain that are that have died because of Alzheimer's or dementia, but psilocybin mushrooms do. $8.99. All right, let's do it. 1,000's there. It's very close. We got to get there, and then I'll make that. Someone's gonna win that first piece of merch. So go check out North Carolina's show tonight at 8 o'clock, guys. Come to mine at 7 afterwards. Doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to love you all the same. Thank you guys so much for being here. You really changed the direction of my day. I love you all so much. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. You get me? I'm getting emotional again. I'm getting off here before I start getting even worse.